or so. But also I have to record this class. I apologize if any of you were trying to hide your face from the recording, but I forgot last time again. So yeah, we're just going to talk about translations. It's going to be really quick. I've got a couple example problems that I'm going to want you all to do, and then we'll get you out of here, give you plenty of time to work on your homework. So right here, we've got 4 different questions. We're going to start looking at just the first 2. The first 2 are a little bit easier. So the first one asks, what translation, wow, there's my pen not working again. What translation must be performed to move point A, which is right here, to point B? So obviously, we need to move this point to the right, and we need to move this point down. And luckily, since right here, all we're doing on this one, we're just going to count the different spaces on the graph. So can somebody tell me how far right do I have to move to get from A to B? You can use chat, or you can actually talk, since I know a lot of you have mics.
Not me.
10.
Or you can hold up the fingers. Oh, I can see you now, so you can actually do that. But yes, it's going to be 10. Oh, it's going to be 10 to the right. And how many do we have to go down? 2, 3, 2. Yeah, it's going to be 2. So pretty simple, right? We're just counting spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and then 1 and 2. All right, so the second one I want you to do on your own. Tell me, what translations do we have to perform to move point B to point C? Keyboard was backwards. Interesting. So first of all, what directions am I going to go from B to C?
Down.
Down is one of them. And
Left.
hold on.
Left.
Yeah.
And
Left is the other. Right? And I see Alyssa and Case are already telling me how much. But they're doing it in private chat, and that's not as cool as out loud, so I'm going to wait.
Well, I don't want to give other people the answers.
I mean, I guess that's true. We're just kind of counting right now.
6 down.
6 down, and Case, how many to the left?
9 over.
9.
Yeah. So 6 down, 9 to the left. Right. So this part of this is super, super easy, right? We're literally just counting the spaces. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How embarrassing would it be if, as a math teacher, I couldn't count? Okay. More importantly, these are the kinds of problems that you're actually going to be seeing on your homework. I know some of you have already done it, but it's not very long today. But this asks, if point C is translated down 4 units and to the right 10, what will the coordinates of C prime be? So if you have a graph like this, and you're a cheater like I am, you can just actually go on the graph and count out those spaces. But since you all don't have the ability to draw on this graph, you're going to have to use the mathematical way. So can somebody tell me, if we are going down 4, what do we have to do? So we took notes on the rules of this. Let's see. We do go down 4, yes. But mathematically, what do we have to do? Actually, I guess first we want to get the point or the coordinates for point C. So point C is at -5 and -3. So we start at -5, -3. Now, how do we move this down 4 units? Does anybody remember? I know Alyssa remembers. Apparently she's not going to say it, though.
I don't, wait. What was the question again?
How do we move this down 4 units mathematically?
I feel like this isn't the right answer, but I feel like you just take it and go down.
You can't just go down. So what you're going to do actually, like in a mathematical sense, is you're going to subtract 4 from your y value. So if we subtract 4 from the y, that means we're going in the negative y direction. That's down. To go to the right 10, we're going to add to the x value. So add 10 to this. -5 plus 10, that's +5. -3 minus 4, that's -7. So our new point C prime will be at 5, -7. Now, what we can do, since I have a graph right here, we can graph this point. That would be right here, and we can check. So if we're going to go down 4, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then to the right 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at that. We hit our point exactly. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is try this last question on your own. So tell me, if point B is translated to the left 2 units and up 4 units, what will be the coordinates of B prime? So I will start by giving you the coordinates for point B. It's at 4, 3. So I want you to tell me, if we move it left 2 units and up 4, what is the point going to be at? Correct, Alyssa. Aiden, Nolan, Case, are you all having fun talking about deodorant? I guess it's good that you wear deodorant, but also Case, that is correct. Oh, please tell me more than 2 if you know how to do this.
Wait, do you even really need to do the adding and subtracting part? Necessary?
You can just count on a graph, but technically you should be able to do this without having the graph there.
Oh, I just counted on the graph.
That works too. He's got a point, Nick. If more than 2 of you know how to do it, then I should have more than 2 answers right now. Yeah, guys, listen to Aiden. Okay, well, I'll go over this one as well. So starting at 4, we want to go to the left 2, so we're going to subtract 2 from our x value. And then from our y value, which is 3, we're going to go up 4, so we're going to add 4 to the y. So 4 minus 2 is 2, and 3 plus 4 is 7. So there we go. We get our final answer right there. Also, Emmy and Lulu, you both got it right before I said it, so good job. Okay, so more importantly, since I'm hoping that you all actually know how to do that and are just not wanting to participate right now, we want to look at how to translate shapes. So we talked about this a little bit 2 days ago. Maybe it was yesterday. I don't remember. If we wanted to translate this whole thing and we didn't have points to go off of, we'd have to translate each individual part of it all together, and there would be no possible way to do it without a graph. But since we can define this just by its endpoints, it's going to be pretty easy for us to translate. So what we're going to do in order to translate this shape, and I'm just going to go through the triangle on like with all of you guys watching, and then we'll do another shape as a group. So we've got our point A, we've got our point B, we've got our point C. And we're going to end with a point A prime, a point B prime, and a point C prime. The coordinates of A is at -7, 6. So the first thing we want to do is find the coordinates of all of our points. Guys, I appreciate that you're having fun, but make sure you're paying attention. The coordinates of B are -7, 2. And the points of C are -2, 2. Now, the nice thing about this is since we're translating this whole shape, we're doing all of them the same. So we're going to move all of the points to the right 3 units and all of the points down 4 units. So when we're moving to the right, that's positive in the x direction. So we're going to add to our x value. So we have -7 plus 3. And when we're going down 4, we're going to subtract 4 from our y. So we have 6 minus 4. For the second one, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to take our x, we're going to add 3. We're going to take our y, we're going to subtract 4. And then for the last one, take our x, -2, add 3, and take our y and subtract 4. So -7 plus 3, that's going to be -4. 6 minus 4, that's going to be 2. So A prime is going to be at -4, 2, which we can mark right here. What is B prime going to be at? Anybody?
-4 and -2.
Yep, -4, -2. Very good. -4, -2. So that's going to be right here. And where is C prime going to be?
1, -2.
Yep, 1, comma, -2. I think that's right. Perfect. So then if we draw this all out, we're going to get a triangle that should be congruent. There's another fancy word. Congruent to the first one that we had. Just the whole thing is moved to the right 3 and down 4. It's that easy. All right. Now, what I want you guys to do is tell me, how would we move this quadrilateral, oof, that's a tough word to say, DEFG, left 4 units and up 5. So I'm going to start by giving you all of the coordinates, just because some of them are a tiny bit off on the points, because it's hard to draw on these graph things in PowerPoint. And then I'm going to let you guys try these on your own. This is all I have for you guys to do today. The homework assignment is the math-based task translations on the Cartesian plane, or there are 2 IXLs. I don't remember the numbers off the top of my head, but they're in the Google Classroom. This 2 IXLs cover the same material that the one math-based does, but you only have to go to 70 on the IXLs if you want to get a 4. They shouldn't take too terribly long. So if you can get the answers to all of these, you'll be free to go. So give me just a second to write out the points, and then you can get started. I mean, you can get started already if you want to, but we have 2, -2. We have, chat's in my way, 6, -2. Come on. 6, -2. We've got 5, -6. And we've got 1, -6. Okay. So Summer, that's the prime mark. So it's just an apostrophe, but it's just to tell us that these are translated points. They've been moved. Case, you are good on the first one. And on the second one. So Summer, we're translating these points 4 units to the left and 5 units up. I'll talk about the first one in just a second. But like I said, if you can get all of these correct, I'll let you leave. Emmy, double check your Y. That 2 is negative. Alyssa, that's correct for D. Maddie, that's good for D. What is the... Okay, so the IXLs are P6 and P7. Tate, that's correct for D prime. Make sure you have that prime mark in there, guys. A lot of you are just writing out the points. Case, G is good. Alyssa, E is good. Summer, D is good. Aiden, D is good. So the prime mark is just an apostrophe. Oops. Sometimes they use a 1, but usually it's just an apostrophe. Emmy, that's good. Camden, that's good. Lulu, that's good. There's too many of you. Nick, I believe that's good on all 4. Let me double check your, yeah. Nick, you're good on all 4. Alyssa, double check the numbers on that one. Case, you're good. Maddie, that's good for E. Barb, those are all good. Aiden, that's good for E prime. Summer, that's good for E prime. Case, yes, as long as you know what the homework assignment is, you're good to go. Have a good long weekend. Also, whoever else gave me all 4 points, and I said, you're good. So Nick, you're good. Emmy, that's good for E prime. Lulu, that's good for E prime. Alyssa, that's good for F prime. Maddie, good for F prime. I don't know if I said Camden, your E prime is correct. You guys are participating a lot better than last class. As soon as I said you can go when you're done. Aiden, Tate, and Summer all good on F prime. Alyssa, that is good on G prime. Oh wait, sorry, Alyssa. Double check your Y. Oh goodness, there's so many of you. That was fast. Maddie, double check your G prime. Tate, I think that's good for E. Keep losing people. Camden, I assume that was G. That's good. Emmy, you're good on F. Lulu, you're good on F. Aiden, that's good for G. Summer, double check your Y on G.
Wait, do we have a math space?
Yeah, so it's either translations on the Cartesian plane in math space or IXL P6 or P7. It shouldn't be too long of an
I'm
assignment.
gonna do math space because IXL is dumb. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Tate, your G prime is good. Alyssa, check the X on your G prime. Emmy, G prime is good. Camden, F prime is good. Maddie, it's P6 and P7, Tate. Maddie, G prime is good. Summer, G prime is good. Lulu, G prime is good. Daniel, D prime is good.
Can I go?
I think so. If you've gotten all 4 points, you're good. Yes, Lulu, you can do both, or it's both IXLs, P6 and P7, but they're both pretty short. So anybody who I have said all 4 points are good on, you're free to go. You guys were a lot faster than last class, which is good. Cohen, all of those look good. Alyssa, that's good for G prime. See you later,
Bye.
Emmy. Luca, double check your Y on D and E prime, but F and G are good. Alyssa, I think so. Is that all 4? Okay, so I'm going to start breaking these down for those of you that are left. If you're still working on it, go ahead and continue and ignore me. Daniel, that's good for E prime. So we started at the point 2, comma, -2. We have 2. We're going to go left 4 units, so we're going to subtract 4. And then we have our -2. We're going up 5, so we're going to add 5. So 2 minus 4 is a -2. -2 plus 5 is +3. So our D prime is going to be -2, comma 3. Then we're going to do the same thing to E, except it's 6 minus 4, -2 plus 5. So 6 minus 4 is +2. -2 plus 5 is still 3. Luca, those are both good. 3, sorry. And then F, same idea. We're going to take the 5, subtract 4, -6, add 5. So we're left with 1, comma, -1. All right, those of you that are left, your ticket to leave is to solve G on your own. So we're going to do the same thing that we did for these other ones. We're going to take the X value, we're going to subtract 4, we're going to take the Y value, and we're going to add 5. As soon as you finish that, you are free to go. I'm going to stop recording.